We are excited to celebrate the next three categories of awards. It may be hard to put into words what makes an education rooted in faith so special. Yet, we know there is something unique about a school community that centers its learning around Catholic values and the teachings of Jesus. This year's award recipients go above and beyond to truly embody what it means to be part of faith-filled education. They use their God-given gifts to share love and compassion, to foster belonging, and to provide hope. Tonight, we are honored to recognize individuals or groups in three important categories: the Empower Simcoe Inclusion Excellence Awards, the Lawanga Equity Vanguard Awards, and the Seton Awards for Faith and Service. We will begin with the Inclusion Excellence Awards. The Empower Simcoe Inclusion Excellence Awards recognize individuals who show compassion and respect every day. They set an example by promoting an understanding of exceptionalities and by seeing possibility and opportunity for everyone in their school community, regardless of ability. Their actions and commitment to inclusion pave the way for all students to become contributing members of their school community. Please join us in congratulating this year's recipients of the Empower Simcoe Inclusion Excellence Award, because kids belong together. Luca Capagna was nominated by teacher Kiera Johansson, who described him as an inclusive superhero. Luca sees no barriers or limits and is often the first to step in and help out another student. At school, Luca is paired with a reading buddy who is on the autism spectrum, and the two have fostered the most beautiful relationship. It is a relationship born of kindness, patience, and friendship. Even though his buddy doesn't say many words, he doesn't hesitate to ask for Luca, and his face always lights up whenever he sees him. In Luca's eyes, everyone is equal. He sees no label or difference in ability. Luca embodies the kind of inclusivity that we are striving to foster in our school communities. We can all learn something from his shining example. It is a true pleasure to recognize Leanne Godden, who is a hospitality teacher at St. Joan of Arc Catholic High School. Leanne understands and practices true inclusivity in her hospitality classroom. She puts processes and practices in place so that her students with exceptionalities are learning the same skills and are provided the same opportunities as their peers. If you walked into her classroom, you would not see a separate group of students with special needs, but rather a completely inclusive environment where everyone is learning and growing together. The way she runs her classroom is an extension of the kind of person she is, which is evidenced by her actions outside the classroom. From interactions in the hallway to attending events outside of school hours, Leanne is always there to encourage and support. And this includes her annual support of this event. Tonight we will enjoy the incredible catering from her students. And trust me, you're in for a treat. Our next recipient is Special Education Resource Teacher Leah O'Keefe from St. John Paul II Catholic School. Leah is a gifted and respected educator who works tirelessly to model inclusion through her beliefs, her words, and her actions. Not only does she work collaboratively to advocate on behalf of students with special education needs, she also encourages and supports her colleagues to do the same. She spends a significant amount of time learning and growing through professional learning opportunities and readily and enthusiastically shares what she has learned with others. This approach goes a long way ensuring that students receive the kind of activities, resources, and support they need to thrive while at school. She recognizes that every student learns differently, and she goes out of her way to adapt approaches so that students succeed and feel included. Leah's sincerity and dedication are appreciated by everyone in the school community. Wafa Yaya, an EA at St. John de Brebeuf Catholic School, sees possibilities and opportunities for everyone. She regularly uses innovative approaches to engage students based on their interests and capabilities, and she has a special way with hard-to-reach students. For one student who had a love of birds, she brought in and decorated a birdhouse that now hangs in a tree at the school. She used a love of art and drawing as a way to connect with a hard-to-reach student with autism. Her ability to speak 3 languages, as well as her willingness to share her personal experiences and struggles, have gone such a long way to foster an atmosphere of inclusion and acceptance at the school. In the words of her school principal, Wafa is one of the most caring educators I have ever worked with. She is so humble and kind to everyone she meets. Our final Inclusion Award recipient is grade 12 student Ben Otteson at St. Joan of Arc. Ben has a natural way of forging friendships with the students in his classes who have disabilities. In drama class, he goes out of his way to pair up with the boys from the special needs department because he genuinely enjoys spending time with them. During the staff versus student basketball game this year, Ben partnered up with 2 special needs students and they had a blast, dancing and carrying on, and before you knew it, other students were joining in. You can often see Ben in the hallway or cafeteria chatting, hugging, fist pumping, or high-fiving his friends with exceptionalities. His interactions are authentic and joyful. He doesn't want attention, and yet his example has made him stand out in a way that he never intended. Ben, along with the other Empower Simcoe Inclusion Award recipients here this evening, are humble heroes. They do what they do for the pure and reciprocal joy that it brings to everyone around them.